In the twilight of the early evening, Alex, a passionate amateur filmmaker with a penchant for the supernatural, entered a small, dust-covered antique store. He was looking for a unique piece to add to his collection of old cameras when his eyes fell on a camera which was adorned with carvings. Without hesitation, he bought it. Once home, Alex inserted a fresh roll of film, but noticed that there was still an old, unfinished shot in the camera. Curious, he rewound the film and projected the images onto the wall of his dark living room. The footage showed a woman walking happily through an old park until the scene ended abruptly when she tripped and the camera fell to the floor. Intrigued by the mysterious shot, Alex decided to find the location and finish the movie. After some research, he identified the park and set off the next day. Once in the park, Alex, with the camera in hand, began to mimic the woman's final steps. He reshot the scene of her stumbling, joking that he hoped he wouldn't share her fate. As he finished recording, he felt an inexplicable chill run through him and decided to stop for the day. Back at home, he put the film in the projector. The footage of the woman played, followed by his own reenactment. But when the scene ended with his fall, his blood ran cold. The footage not only showed him falling, but also a dark, blurry figure approaching him as he lay on the ground. A scene he had definitely not filmed. In the days that followed, Alex began to research the camera and its past. He discovered that every owner of the camera had died tragically shortly after filming with it. Rumor had it that the camera anticipated death, or even caused it. Frightened but skeptical, Alex decided to carry out one last test. He filmed an apple on a table and waited. Nothing happened. Relieved, he laughed at his superstition, but in the night, he woke up to a loud crash. The apple had split in half for no apparent reason. Now Alex knew he was playing with forces he didn't understand. In a desperate attempt to break the curse, he took the camera back to the antique store. The owner, an old man with piercing eyes, just smiled and said, "It always comes back." Some things in this world are destined to remain unfinished. With a feeling of doom that wouldn't leave him, Alex left the store. The days that followed were characterized by paranoia. Every time he shot a movie or took a photo, even with his smartphone, he expected a tragedy. The boundaries of his reality began to blur. In a final, desperate act, Alex decided to document the camera's story in the hope of unraveling the mystery and freeing himself. But as he turned the lens on himself, he felt the cold hand of fate grip him. The camera, a silent witness to countless past tragedies, continued filming, ready to tell its next story.